Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Coach's Corner. I'm the Assistant Sports Information Director, Noah Rosenthal, and I'm joined via Zoom today with SUNY Old Westbury head men's golf coach, Donald Massmann. Don, how are you today?
Pretty good, Noah. How are you?
Doing good, thanks. So let's jump right into it, I guess. So first question, how have you been able to handle the quarantine over the summer and everything?
Summer's been tough. We've been handling it pretty well. I do golf. I go out to the store every once in a while. I keep my social distance, wear the mask, everything, and I've been getting through it. Had a little issue this summer at my house. The storm came in and blew a couple of trees on it. So we've been handling home repair and stuff like that. Windows, roof, everything. It's been a little bit of a mess.
Yeah, now is definitely a good time to do a little renovating around the house. No question about it. So second question, how are you staying connected with your student athletes and your players during this time?
All right. We go through text message most of the time, and I will call them personally, on the phone to speak to them individually on what has to be done, what we're looking forward to, and, what they're looking forward to. And, hopefully it all comes in together on the future of what's going on with the pandemic. It's crazy. We had the fall season canceled. Spring season was canceled. So now we're, looking for the upcoming spring season, which hopefully will be a go.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I'm looking forward to getting back out there and seeing what you guys can do this season. So next question, do you have any playing experience in any sports with golf or, and how long have you been playing and what made you ultimately want to become a head coach?
Yes, I grew up in like an athletic family. I had a couple of brothers, and we were all very competitive. I played a lot of sports, and throughout high school and throughout my lifetime. Golf, I picked up later on and really grew to love it. And as I was coaching and teaching in Brentwood, Long Island, I became the head men's golf coach, and from there it grew and it just blossomed into something I really love doing. I love working with the kids, watching them improve, making sure everything goes well.
Very cool. No, absolutely. That's great. And so how would you describe your coaching style?
It's a lot different than when I coach basketball, that's for sure. But it's very laid back. You kind of let the kids show me what they have, and then I know their strengths and their weaknesses, and we work on whatever they're deficient in. Golf is different in where you don't always have one go-to. Like a basketball player is a shooter. He's a great shooter, but he's a poor defender. So obviously, golf is a lot of different things. You have putting, you have driving the ball, and you have your iron play. So it's all intimate, and then you're dealing with the weather and things like that. A lot of different conditions, a lot of variables that you have to play into each shot. So it's a lot of learning, a lot of execution. So when you do execute, it's really very rewarding. Very rewarding.
Yeah, and it's also very important in golf, the club selection. I think at least when I'm out there hitting, whether you use an 8 or a 7 or a 6 iron, and then taking it from there and figuring it out, because you don't want to overhit, you don't want to underhit, you want to just try to make yourself in a position where you want to get the lowest possible score.
Right. That's really what we're looking for,
And okay, so next question. Being a coach at SUNY Old Westbury, what would be your pitch to a student athlete to become a Panther, and what are your expectations for an incoming freshman?
Okay, that's a great question. During recruiting, and many of the kids that I've introduced myself to, I always give them the opportunity. You'll have the opportunity to play if your numbers are good, and you can handle school, and I'll do whatever I can to get you on the course so you can, give us the lowest numbers that you can produce. It's generally giving them the experience and them taking the grab of it and going with it. if they can use it to their fullest, that's really the whole benefit of college, getting your education, and also playing a great sport that you love. So that's really what I give the kids. I give them an opportunity. They have the opportunity whether they want it bad enough and they take it. It's totally up to them. But the opportunity is there. And if you come to Old Westbury, you'll play. If the numbers are good. We don't just, we take whoever loves the sport, whoever wants to play and stick with it. I stay right with you, from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, that sounds good. And what are your expectations for the upcoming season?
Upcoming season, I was kind of disappointed in the fall. We had a large number of kids very interested, and I'm sure if the season was a go, full-fledged, we would have had one of our larger rosters. I have a couple cross athletes, baseball kids like to play golf too. So I have two of them, and they love the sport. They love playing. Great kids. So they come out and they're playing with us. And I had kids recruiting. I've been recruiting from the minute I got here, to get the numbers up and to make us a little more competitive in the Skyline.
Okay. And any final messages to Panther Nation before we go?
Yes, I'd like to thank you and Nicole and the SID office for giving me the opportunity to speak to everybody, whether you play sports or not. And it's important that you try hard in everything you do, whether you're on the court, the field, and always be proud to be a Panther, because it's a great day to be a Panther.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for taking the time out today, Don. But yeah, really appreciate talking to you, even though we're far apart. But it's nice to check in and hear how you're doing.
Great, Noah. Thank you, and thank everybody out there for me. And we'll see you on campus.
Sounds good. Can't wait. Thank you so much, Don.
Okay, have a good one, Noah. Bye.